All right. So we released a new feature and I need to update our docs. And I thought I'd show you all how we keep our docs updated using Pageloop. So we have our docs hosted on Intercom just for context. Now I have a suggestion. This is proactive from Pageloop that watches our linear account. And it's, told me about a feature that our engineering team has pushed. So this is to schedule article publishes. So if you have features that are going out a little bit later, but you want to keep your docs ready, surprisingly, this is not something that any help center product does. So we were like, you know what, we'll do it. So anyway, that's the update. Now, what I'm going to do is I continue. Pageloop has written like a release note for me or automatically. And I also want to show Pageloop what the feature looks like. So if there are screenshots that it needs to help me update, it can do that. So let's go ahead and do that now. Now, the Chrome extension's logged into. I'm going to select a tab where we can show the UI. I'm also going to keep my microphone on just to give it any additional context. So let's go. So on, I think the schedule updates, we've done it in two places. One is when you've drafted a new article and you basically want to publish it to your help center. I can first go ahead and, select a particular, collection. I've just selected one at random right now, but now here's where the schedule option is. So I'm going to take a screenshot here and, I can basically open this up and, select the date and then hit publish. Then I can also see that there is a time mentioned here. So I can also go back and edit that if I want to. So that's how I can see it. And I think even on the home page, once I go back here, it should show up here as well. Let's see. Yeah. So there it shows the schedule here as well. Now on updates, the same thing happens. I think I left this one. Yeah, we're still publishing this. So anyway, so even when I have to update existing articles, which is what we'll be doing now, I can basically schedule that update. So this is again very useful if I have features that are going out soon, but I just want to keep all my docs ready and I don't want to put it in draft and then remember to come back later. So I'll take another screenshot here. Maybe I say schedule and I can see that again over here. I can go back here and so that's it. So that's the, schedule publish and I'm done recording everything. So it's also taken all the screenshots and the clicks. I think this and this are a bit similar. I don't know if I want to keep one with the date picker open. Maybe I will. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. And these are the categories that Pageloop has recommended that I look at. I think these are the only ones where we would have had articles about this. I'll also additionally tell Pageloop that there's a UI change so it can also find screenshot updates. And I will fire that away. So this will take a few minutes because there are a few articles. It also has to look for screenshots. So I will come back to you as soon as it's done and I will show you what the updates look like and we'll go through it together. All right, so it's ready. I haven't opened it yet, so we're going to be looking at this together. Now, let's see. There are a whole bunch of articles, and I can also see the number of updates inside each. Pageloop's, AI for updates has been designed to be a little overeager, just so we catch everything possible. And so you will see me accepting and ignoring changes as we go along. So let's go ahead. So let's see the first one. Now, here it says that okay, so this is what we currently have. And here it says maybe, I can either publish it immediately or I can schedule it for a future date. So I think in this context, it does make sense. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this. Now let's see the other one. So this is an FAQ after it's generated. So yeah, I can publish it to my connected help center. Yeah, I think even here it makes sense because it is something that I, do want to mention. So I'm going to go ahead and update the article. And as soon as that's done, we'll move on to the next one, right? Now, perfect. So that's done. I can always, go in and check the article just to make sure everything looks good. So this opens it directly onto my Intercom account. And yeah, I can make sure that I'll come back to that towards the end when I have to just check. So this is marked as published. So let's move on to the next one. Now, okay, so this is, organizing, right? Yeah, I mean, I think this is a little eager, but it actually does make sense. Like if you're talking about draft or published, I think this makes sense. So let's go ahead and accept that. Next, okay, so we're talking about the articles and updates. And it's asked me to add a new line. So this line did not exist. So I'm just trying to see if it's overeager or do we really need to add this. I don't think so because it's already linked, to the other article, which I'm pretty sure we're going to update. So I'm going to ignore this for now. I think same here. Articles are linked, eager. So I'm just going to ignore that. Now it's flagged. Ah, interesting. So you remember how there was a place where I could show, it showed like the schedule. So it's telling me that I should, show that new icon. I don't think I actually took a screenshot for that, did I? I can't actually remember. No, I don't think I took a screenshot for that. So this is good. I'm going to leave it as is. I'll come back to this. I think it's a good one to replace and just show just, for, the sake of having this updated. Let's see. Yeah, so this would go along with the image that I update. So I think it makes sense. I'm gonna accept this so I know that this is something that I do need to update and also add a space. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Space. Let's see, what's the next one? Yeah. So until it's even when you schedule it, it's going to still stay in the draft mode on Pageloop. So I think that does make sense. Next, we have, okay. Yeah, again, I think similar thing here. But I think because we've already mentioned it above, I'm not going to go ahead and do the same thing. I think same here. I'm going to ignore this. We'll just update it in one place. You don't have to update the screenshot every place. And this is also inside the update. So I'm not going to do that here. Let's see. So action to publish. Interesting. You know what? That makes sense. I think I'm gonna replace both of these. And I'm going to say and or because I can apply immediately and schedule update or either way, right? So I can do both. So I think this is done. I'm not going to, publish this article because I do have to come back and update that one screenshot. And so there's the next one. But I guess you get my point, right? Like I didn't have to look for the articles that I needed to update. I didn't have to figure out from my articles where I specifically needed to update the text and the screenshots. And here, interesting, it's given me a new screenshot to add, and it's also given me like a big chunk of text that I need to update. So let's actually look at this. And I will stop with this because I think you understand what the update process looks like. And I'm on the clock. I need to get this out right now. So I will have to work much faster than this. So I'm just going to stop with this, but let's look at the final couple updates here. Okay, so it's basically asking me to mention the schedule for later and then, this. I think it makes sense. I'll add another space here. And this is the, new image that we took. So it's an add image. I'm going to go ahead and add it in. Let's see. What else? Yeah, so this is now explaining the whole modal that's open here. And I think it also sort of includes what's already here. So this is the same sentence as is, and it's added all of this earlier. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Perfect. Okay. This is something we need to improve, adding paragraphs. All right. Yep. I don't think it's hallucinated because it's not going to give me, actually, no, sorry. After the scheduled update completes. So it's actually right. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. But anyway, I'm going to pause here. It's already a long enough video, but you get the idea and I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them. But let me know if you have any questions. Bye.